President Trump giving a primetime address from the White House, speaking at length about economic wins and the administration's affordability push.
Yep, the commander-in-chief also announcing a new warrior dividend for U.S. troops.
Rich Edson is live from the White House with the details. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Lawrence, Kaylee, and Brian. Well, President Trump says those dividend checks for soldiers and troops are already on the way, and he suggested that tariff revenue would help pay for them.
1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call warrior dividend before Christmas, a warrior dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776. Nobody deserves it more than our military.
It's unclear how specifically the administration is funding the dividends without approval from Congress. This was all part of a presidential speech last evening, largely on the economy, where President Trump maintained that prices are falling rapidly and that his administration is still working to bring them down further. The president teased higher tax refunds next year and also blamed the previous administration for an economic mess.
Wages are going up much faster than inflation. How big is that? Very importantly, there are more people working today than at any time in American history, and 100% of all jobs created since I took office have been in the private sector.
The latest reading on inflation, it's about 3% year over year. Democrats say prices are higher, unemployment is rising, and Trump tariffs are hitting American consumers. The latest Fox News polling shows 9 in 10 Americans are concerned about inflation and high prices, about the same as the beginning of this year and higher than the summer of 2021 when inflation was beginning to take hold under the Biden administration. In his speech, the president also highlighted his immigration policy, securing the border and deporting criminals. The president has another speech planned for this week. He's going to Rocky Mount, North Carolina tomorrow. Back to you.
All right. It was, thanks so much, Rich. It was a crisp speech. It was right to the point. He's basically saying, look, I have a lot of plans coming up. We did a lot of things. You're about to see some benefits. He talked about 1,600 new electrical plants. He talked about the cost of mortgages from went up $15,000 under President Biden. It's down another $3,000 under him. And he thinks rates with the new Fed chief are going to come down, too, which should unstick the housing market.
Another thing he talked about, Kaylee, is as he told this story of where we started, where we're at right now, where we're going, was what was going on with housing. Apparently, if you talk with folks on a day-to-day basis, I've talked with a lot of folks, there's a crisis, especially amongst many people in our generation that can't get a house and all that. The president announced yesterday there's going to be major reform on this measure. Here's the president.
In the new year, I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history. A major factor in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration and their allies in Congress brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed.
Wow.
Yeah, I spoke to HUD Secretary Scott Turner about a month ago, and he tied the illegal immigration crisis to housing. And that was interesting. I'd not heard that before. And he talked about how in the White House, they all get into a room and they come up with these creative ideas, all different agencies. And they've come up with maybe the 50-year mortgage, the portable mortgage, ideas we've discussed, necessary because rates hit the highest they've been in decades under Biden. They've actually, 30-year fix has come down 12% under Trump. So the things they're doing are working. They're making it better. And it's so important because Charlie Kirk was the one who noted when Gen Z does not get houses, guess what happens? They turn to socialism. That's how you get Mamdani. That's how you get the Seattle mayor. They say capitalism is not working. So I love that this is a priority, and I can't wait to hear what they've come up with.
I love the idea of a portable mortgage. I don't know what happened to that because think about that. If I have a 3.4% mortgage and I want to move, I can't really do it. It doesn't make sense to pay 6.4. So what do I do? Well, if I can get banks, because he knows all the CEOs of these banks, guys come in for the next 18 months, allow a portable mortgage. You realize what that would do for people?
100%.
Give them an opportunity to go with that rate. And I'm sure banks can survive on that rate for 18 months. And also that becomes loyalty for a customer.
And frees up inventory for young people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.